one of the things that I see veterinarians struggling with a lot is effectively presenting options. And let me talk about why that's so important for a second. I recently went to purchase a sport coat, and I went to a nice store, and I talked to a nice associate, and I said, I'd like to buy a sport coat. And he took me to the sport coat section. I don't know if you've ever seen a sport coat section, but it's about 5 aisles of blue and brown and tan jackets that look completely identical and have wildly differing price tags. I know nothing about sport coats, so I was at a complete loss. I stood there, I looked at everything, I turned around slowly, and then I walked out. That's what's called option paralysis. And we do that to our clients all the time. They don't understand the differences in the options that we're presenting or all the different diagnostics or treatments. And so they become overwhelmed, and rather than choosing the best option, they choose whatever they think is going to be of the lowest cost because they clearly understand cost. Or they just walk away and they choose inaction, and that's a problem. I went to another store and I walked in and I said, I'd like to buy a sport coat. This guy knew exactly what he was doing. He took me to the sport coat section. He took out 3 sport coats. He walked through and he told me about what makes a great sport coat, why it's valuable, what the benefits are of paying a little bit more. And he showed me 3 options. I listened to him, I took in the education, and I purchased a nice sport coat based on the information he'd given me, and I felt good about it. And I left knowing that I had gotten good value for what I was there for, and I'm going to go back to him. So that's an example of why presenting options is so important. And for veterinarians, keep your options simple, keep them few, and keep them very distinct, meaning that it's obvious the difference between option A and option B. Also, say, I recommend, or I recommend strongly, or even, if it's true, say, you need blank. Make strong recommendations. If you put forward a weak option, just by putting it forward, you are endorsing implicitly that option. People will think that that's okay. So put forward options that you believe in and make your recommendation.